Hello, and welcome to a scene for Hong Kong House of Cards, although this is not actually in Hong Kong. Today, Matthieus has made his way from where he met Tulu the Kookaburra towards Port Arthur, towards the south, where he is to meet with Iwai the Crocodile. It's not the most pleasant of places, Port Arthur. There's a kind of tropical mugginess to it. But if you're in the Umbra, you'll see that there are lingering pain spirits and spirits of fear and various other banes that seem to have been there a while. But mingled in with them are the wild spirits, where nature seems to have almost reclaimed most of the area, but the banes linger on. You can see the remains of an outpost, and it depends on how much attention you want to pay to it, but it's got quite a few signs up and about for tourists, and seems to be a historical place of some kind. There's a river which runs toward one side of the buildings, but through kind of like 3/4 of the way to one side of what used to be a village.
Really sorry to tell you this, but I got pretty much nothing of all of that. It just went roboto, and with you cutting out.
Okay, that's not very good. Can you hear me now?
I sent you a Facebook message about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got absolutely nothing, but I'm hearing you now. I think I may have figured out what the problem was.
Okay. So yes, you've headed towards Port Arthur. There's if you look at it in the Umbra, there's bane spirits lingering around amongst the wild spirits. If you look at it in the more regular world, there used to be a village here. Now there's kind of like little signs up for tourists, and the village is kind of falling apart. There's clearly a historical connection of some kind, and it's really not very far from a small town that presumably, drives people up here for visits. But there is a river running through the town, kind of towards one side of it, that through sorry, not the town, through the ruins. It's fairly intact ruins, but clearly abandoned.
Okay, is there a name? Is that the name of it, Port Arthur?
Yes.
Okay. Is there some kind of historical anything that may have made like worldwide news that I might remember?
Nothing that would make worldwide news, but if you want to land, you can read the signs a bit more.
Oh yeah, I will.
It was a penal colony back when Australia was being founded.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It was a moderately major one, but not one that you'd be likely to know unless you lived in Australia and paid attention to your history.
Okay. He'd find a place to safely flip over to the Umbra without attracting any attention.
Okay, well, you can probably find somewhere relatively easily. This whole colony has been abandoned, and whilst it seems like people come up here fairly regularly, you expect that there's probably, say, one tour a day, and it's not like that.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to avoid any, tourists or cameras or stuff like that may have been put in to protect the historical site.
Yeah. There's a fence around the outside, but you're a bat, so.
So I'll flip over into the Umbra.
Like I said, there's quite a few Bane spirits around. They seem more like they're not exactly active so much as they almost seem like they were here and they haven't figured out anywhere else to go. It was clearly a bad place to live at some point.
Do they not pay any attention to me?
They don't pay a great deal of attention to you. So they're almost sleepwalking.
Okay, so to a small degree, almost a little strange for a Bane spirit to ignore. Something to investigate later, or at least hand over to the wolves for investigation.
Yeah, they almost seem like they're on the verge of giving up. There's a bunch of wild spirits mixed in with these Bane spirits, and the wild spirits are going about doing their usual wild spirit stuff, and the Banes seem like they're not really sure what they should be doing. Because they were attracted there by a lot of pain and a lot of death, and now there is no more pain and death, and they're like, right, so what do we do?
I'm gonna go for my Umbral lore on this to see if A, this does seem unusual for Banes, and B, if it would be something worth doing to send them away from the area to try to break them free of this area. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. Okay. Roll your Umbral lore. Difficulty 7.
Okay.
And it'll be Wits Umbral.
Wits plus Umbral lore?
Yeah. I know usually it's intelligence, but this is more of almost an instinctive reaction to an unusual setting. So.
Ah, shoot. Damn one.
Yeah. You're not really sure.
But it's not
doing much.
It's not a botch.
No, they don't seem to be doing much.
At least it's not a botch.
Probably be a bad idea to kind of stand right next to them, but they're kind of wandering around doing their own thing.
All right, I'll write that off to me being distracted by the quest. It's not a botch, okay. So.
Well, I mean, you know how when you're dealing with Weaver spirits in the cities, they kind of are getting on with their own thing and they don't really give too much of they're not really that bothered about people unless they try and interfere with them. It's that kind of a feeling that you're getting, except rather than the Weaver spirits where they're too busy, these kind of seem too aimless.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. I never thought I'd have my character ever think that he almost feels bad for a Bane spirit, but to be stuck in a existence like this is kind of harsh for any spirit whatsoever. I mean, Banes exist for a reason. I mean, and they're bane to our existence, but to be just trapped in a endless kind of hell of not having no, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Having no goal or anything is kind of something to be pitied to a degree.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there is the sort of I mean, I know it's an imbalance right now, but there is a level of balance with the Banes and everything. So I mean, it's just kind of sad.
Yeah. No, I definitely get what you mean.
Yeah. And I'm sure if he ever spoke that to a theurge somewhere, some theurge would kick him in the ass for even the thought. But he would leave them be, make a mental note of it because it's weird, and continue and just try to avoid them for the moment and head towards where he's supposed to be going.
Well, you were just told Port Arthur, but as I said, there was a river running through it, so you're looking for a crocodile. It does seem likely to be the best place to look for it.
Yep, that's where I would head.
Um,
But I would not head for the section that runs through the ruins. That just doesn't seem that the crocodile seems to be more something I'd be hanging out maybe at worst on the outskirts.
One thing you'll notice when you look at this river is that, at least in the Umbra, seems to take on a reddish tinge inside the ruins. Starts gradual. Okay. By the time it's trickling out the other side, it's pretty reddish.
Okay. Is there any signs of, I suppose, life of any sorts besides the Bane and the wild spirits? Is there anything else?
There's your usual tree spirits gradually kind of trying to retake the area, and there's a few animal spirits.
Any of them crocodilian?
No, but if you roll me a perception primal urge.
Let's see. Perception, one of my better ones. Yeah.
Difficulty 6.
That's 2 successes.
Yeah, there is a rather large, oddly shaped log kind of down the river slightly.
Outside of the ruins, I suppose?
No, just inside them.
Oh, okay.
Just where the water is pinkish rather than red.
Okay. He would approach slowly and just get to the edge of the water, like to the water line.
And the crocodile is going to yawn very widely in your direction, almost as if it's waiting to see what your reaction is.
He would not really. He would just watch.
Probably an alligator, but I can't be bothered to dig through too much. So here you go. A vaguely crocodilian image. Right. Yeah, he's going to yawn. His teeth would look even sharper than you might expect a normal crocodile's teeth to look. Most of the time they're not that sharp. They use force, but these look really quite sharp. And then he's going to smile at you. And it is a crocodile smile.
Okay, I'm just visualizing Peter Pan now.
Mm.
Hello?
You're the bat.
Yes, I am.
Why do you come here, little bat?
I have a blood debt to settle.
I remember blood debts well. What do you hope to achieve?
Once upon a time, there was a great totem spirit that had his children shelter my kind. And now his children are gone, and I wish to repay the debt that he paid to. The debt that he. Sorry, I'm really wording this wrong. I'm here to repay the favor that he did to us for us. He sheltered my kind. Now I wish to give him new children that he's been missing for so long.
I have been told to expect you for the first of the 5 challenges. The first is revenge. Without revenge, things cannot be settled. We cannot move forwards. The Shadow Lords killed the Bunyip. We will need revenge. Find a Shadow Lord. Drown it. Skin it. And place its skin within the sept. Come to me with the cries of its fellows ringing in your ears. It is only one, but I will count that enough.
Okay. He would bow and back away.
And he's going to slither back into these pinkish waters. Just the look on your face.
Well, the funny thing is, of all the things that he could have asked for, this is the one thing that Matthieus has not a single problem with.
I know. Aside from, probably feeling like he should have a problem with it.
Actually, he doesn't even feel that much.
Fair enough.
The Shadow Lords were responsible for wiping out the Kamazotes. As much as he believes in the blood debt, he also believes in the blood of revenge.
Yep. So you have your challenge.
Now I have to figure out how to find Shadow Lord. In a country that's probably not exactly known for their heavy numbers of Shadow Lords.
You might be surprised. After all, they did come over and do a lot of killing. Some of them stayed.
Alright. I know somebody who might be able to find one for me.
Okay.
Oh, bad.
And Bat is going to be several trees away from where you are. He's like, get away from that crocodile! Why they? What if he gets hungry? I can't do the accent at all, but you know what I mean. Imagine it in Aaron's voice.
I don't think it'll do anything at this point unless we displease it and not do what it asks.
Yes, but there's no point in standing there right on the bank, like the last schnitzel on the tray. I don't know. I'm just going with it.
just to bug Bat a little bit, because there's a little bit of a back and forth between them. He takes one step backwards and is kind of standing ankle deep in the water.
Yeah. At this point, you're going to feel a wave of water splash over your knees.
He steps out of the water because I think that may have annoyed the one that he wasn't attempting to annoy.
To be fair, you cannot see the crocodile anymore. He slithered into the water, but you did get the splash of the wave, so it hasn't re-emerged. You probably haven't pissed him off that much, but yeah.
Yes, because rivers are known for their wave action.
Oh. Yes. So I'm thinking if you'd pissed him off a lot, it would have been a snap, not a wave.
Yeah. He steps back out of the water. Okay, maybe you have a point, Pat. So how do we track down a Shadow Lord in this region?
Well, I suppose I could ask the other bat spirits around here.
Preferably one that's fallen.
Fallen Shadow Lord. Like, that's something new.
Only because, not that I'm squeamish about taking one of them on, but you know what? If I'm going to have to take one on, might as well take one on that's fallen and kill two birds with one stone. If that makes any sense to you.
He's going to fly off for about 10 minutes.
Because that's the beauty of it. Crocodile didn't specify.
Mm-hmm. He's going to fly off for about 10 minutes, and when he comes back, he'll be like, I'm not going to even try and put it in Bat's terms, but he's basically going to tell you that there's a Shadow Lord set to the north, but he doesn't know anything about any of them being fallen there.
Okay, well, I'll head up that way.
Okay. Conveniently enough, they're in the middle of a moot when you arrive. There's this huge moot going on, and
I'm not showing Ben visible in any way here.
Yeah.
I'm about to.
There's a huge moot going on. Yes. You can see the fire in the Umbra from quite a good distance.
Spending a Gnosis. Activating Shadow Skin. Yeah. So let's see here. Ooh. All those ones. Ouch.
Yeah.
I got 3 successes out of all that. Ouch.
Not too bad, though.
Yeah, and I'm not approaching. I am waiting for, call it a target of opportunity.
someone who's gone for a pee.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I am looking for, at least attempting to look for something that's fallen or appears to be in the midst of falling. Or,
It's hard to
just...
tell. They're basically running around having a party. How do you tell a fallen Shadow Lord?
I'd say look for insanity, but they are Shadow Lords, so look. I'd suppose kind of look for clues on the body, mutations.
Well, this is a Shadow Lord set, so I think they'd probably notice if there was one that was falling to the spiral or to the worm.
Okay.
At least if it became that obvious.
I'm looking for one that drips with pure breed. Then.
Yeah, that you can find. But particularly nice and purebred specimen is heading off towards the trees about a third of the way around the circle from you.
Okay, let's see here. Let me think here. How should I do this? I'm gonna wait for a little while, wait until he's good and far away.
Mm-hmm.
And then strike from the shadows. Attempt to take out his voice box so he can't issue a howl.
Okay. Would you give that a go?
But first, I am spending a rage to instantly transform into my Krynos form.
Well, I'm fairly certain, given the fact that he's a bit distracted, you'll probably be able to sneak up on him. So I'll let you get in to attacks, bearing in mind it is a Garu. So
Yeah.
expect.
What form is he in?
He's currently in Homid.
Okay, good. Then yeah, I am coming from behind, so I have the flank on him. Lowering the difficulty by 2. Called shot, increasing the difficulty by 2, so standard difficulty. To take out his voice box. Yes. Ooh. 7 successes.
Okay. Damage.
Yeah, that's in. 6, 10, 11, nice. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. Right to the throat.
Five damage.
Not
only that, but yeah. You've got more attacks, but you have just attacked him, so he's rage shifting to Krenos, surprisingly enough.
Yeah, but he is mauled currently.
You did very well on that first shot.
Sorry?
You did very well on that first shot. You've got a rage action. Oh,
Yeah,
no, you spent rage to shift.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, at this point, we roll
Initiative. Yep.
Not what you want to see me roll.
No, it's not. He's probably going to go first. Let me check here.
Yeah. Unless you can beat 17.
I just want to double check something on something. Dennis. Okay, so yeah, I'm at 14. Which is still respectable for rolling a 4.
Yes, you did. But like I said, he's on 17 because he rolled a 10.
Yep. Yeah, he goes.
So yeah, strangely enough, he's going to go for a claw attack.
I'm surprised.
Right. So, dex. Those ones are not helpful.
Oh, he misses.
He misses. He swipes and he misses.
All right, and I'm going to attempt to teach him why trying to claw the shadows is a bad idea. I'm going to move around him and attempt to flank him again and take his head off.
Right. I think it's going to be fairly tricky to flank him. But give me.
I have an idea for you.
Mm-hmm.
Really simple way of figuring it out. If he succeeds, we both roll a single dice. Whoever rolls higher, either he stops me from flanking him or I flank him.
Yeah, that works.
Sounds fair, right?
Mm-hmm. I was going to consider much the same, but with straight dex, but.
Nope. He manages to stop me. All right. But still going to attempt the headshot or the next shot. He is mauled. Oh yeah, don't forget that. Hey, he's at -2 to his actions. For being mauled.
Would be.
Oh, unless,
but yeah, he is a werewolf.
But did he? But he didn't. He didn't cast. He didn't do the gift. Haha. Or spend the willpower.
Yeah, I'm describing it from your perspective. You can spend the willpower. It's only no system on rage that you can't spend in the same turn.
Yeah. Let's see here. So. Oh, those ones don't like me either. So we both miss.
And he's going to spend 2 rage for extra actions at the end of this turn.
He has to do that on his turn, eh?
Yeah. It's now his turn. You tried to attack him.
Okay.
He tried to attack you.
Yeah.
You tried to attack him. He's going to spend extra rage to the end of this turn.
Oh, for the... Okay, sorry. I misunderstood what you said.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
And I will also declare spending 2 rage.
Yeah, he misses again.
Oh, gee.
Look at his
Okay, roll
one.
off for... roll off for the attempt to flank again.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
But on the upside,
Ooh.
on the upside, he hasn't managed to. Ooh, that's not going to be good for you. But he hasn't managed to call for help yet.
Yep. And on my plus side, I just hit him 3 times.
Yeah.
For 4 damage.
For 4 damage.
Oh. Nope. 3 because 1s don't take away from successes. So he's got 1.
Okay, yeah. 3 damage.
That's not pretty.
No, it really isn't. Fortunately, he did actually do some healing at the end of last turn because werewolves can.
Because of what, sorry?
Because werewolves can heal at the end of the turns.
Yeah, but this is ag damage.
Oh, yeah. In that case.
He has to rage heal.
Yeah.
Or at least attempt it.
Uh-huh.
He heals 1, which brings him up to 1 health level left by my count.
Uh-huh, and he has 2 rage actions.
Yeah, so we go to Rage Action 1. I'm assuming we're going to be doing it Rage Action 1, Rage Action 1, Rage Action 2, Rage Action 2.
Yep.
Okay.
He does manage to hit you.
For 1, so do your... actually, you know what? I'm going to use one of my Rage Actions to dodge this.
Okay.
So let's see here. One, two, three, four. Oh, whoops. Sorry, forgot to clear. And I dodge 2 of them.
Okay. You dodged the first swipe.
Okay, so we go to my action, right?
No, that was your action.
No, I was using my yeah. Okay. I thought I.
His
okay.
action was to attack. Your action was to dodge.
Okay, yeah.
Because you said you were using one of your actions to dodge.
One of my rages. I was blowing one of my rages, so I don't have access to one of my rage actions.
Yeah. Which is the first one, because that's how it works. You use your first rage action to dodge. That's his rage action.
Yeah, but I still get my everyman action though.
What's that one?
I get my everyman action though.
Yeah, you've already. He swiped you. You swiped him. His action, he swiped at, his rage action, I should say. He swiped at you again. You used your rage action to dodge. It's now his second rage action because.
What happened to the everyman action? Oh wait, yeah, okay, sorry.
Because you'd already attacked him.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Ian had a brain fart.
Okay, 3 to hit this time.
Ooh, okay, let's see here.
You can use your other rage action to dodge, but it's up to you.
So I'm going to take it. Make sure.
Wow, look at his one.
Soak 3. I soak 2, so I take 1.
Okay.
So on to Everyman again.
Yep. And he goes first because top of the round. Hits you with 1. Do you want to use your 1 to dodge or?
Nope. I'm going to take it.
One.
2. There's a 10
Okay.
and an 8. Ones don't take away from.
Yeah.
And I'm
said-
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my action is to wait. Gotta go all Mortal Kombat on this. Finish him. 4. Connect with 4. So.
You need to remember to clear.
Yeah. Two damage.
No damage.
Damn it. And neither was claimed for rage actions this turn.
Nope.
So we go back to Everyman.
Yep.
And I will claim 1 rage for an extra action. Oh, and actually, we both took a damage, so we both regain a rage.
Yep. And he will be spending 2.
Okay. Actually, yeah, I'll be spending 2 as well because of that regained rage.
But he misses with his Everyman.
Okay, so. Ooh, and so do I.
First rage action. 2. You going to dodge?
Nope.
Five. No, 6.
I soak 3 of them.
So you're now on 4 damage.
Yep. I'm spending a willpower to ignore wound penalties.
Mm-hmm.
So my action. Damn it. 2. 4.
1, which is all you need.
And he goes down.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so All right, so Ian needs to remember exactly what the saying was. Gotta kill him, skin him, and be close enough to hear the screams of his fellows, and then come back to him with the screams of his fellows, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I will drag him off a little further.
Technically, he did tell you to drown him, but
Oh,
but that being said, that is kind of how crocodiles tend to kill most of their prey. So he might just mean kill. You it's worth a try at this point. But he did say drown them.
after that, yeah, I might have to do this again, but oh, sigh. Well, still going to skin him, and actually, I'm going to ask that Bat goes and asks him if this will be acceptable with this.
Okay. So Bat will fly off and come back, and he'll say that the crocodile says it's okay if as long as he's found by his kinfolk.
Okay, cool. I'm going to let me see here. I'm going to skin him slowly, and like I said, I'm going to pull him away a little further. I'm going to skin him, and I'm going to leave, and I'm going to wait and watch for the kinfolk to leave. Oh, no, wait, no, I can't. There's probably no kinfolk over here in the Umbra. Shit.
Or at least less of them.
Yeah. Oh wait, I could sense the kinfolk don't normally have a whole lot, or normally don't have pure breed, or not a lot of it at least.
No, kinfolk definitely have pure breed. What they don't tend to have is rage.
Yeah, I'm going to wait for somebody to come into the shadows that does not have rage.
Right. I'm going to need a Dex crafts roll from you. The skinning things is trickier than it sounds.
It is indeed.
Especially people.
Now, would you say that the fact that I'm still in Krynos, my clawed damage bonus would apply?
It's not a damage. In fact, considering you're skinning him, you're probably aiming not to tear the skin in half.
It's true, but so no bonus, but it would. I don't have any knives, so it would work.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're fine for using the claws. I'm just saying Dex crafts to try and skin him.
Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Depending on difficulty, 3 successes.
Cool. It's a bit messy, but you do manage to get the thing off. You look up from skinning this guy just in time to see a rather large guy heading in your direction. You might need to move yourself and the body if you don't want him to find you. And he reeks of rage.
Ooh, reeks of rage, damn it.
I mean, reeks of rage as in you are glad this was not the guy that you found in the shadows.
Yeah, I am definitely moving into the shadows. Because, yeah, I still have the shadow skin up.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see here.
The problem is, considering your task with the kinfolk, you don't want him finding the body either.
That's true.
So,
Tempting to move his body with me. I'd say an 8 difficulty to hide with the body. What do you think about that?
to move with the body and hide, I'd probably say 9, but you've got enough anyway because he's not actively looking for you.
Yeah. I wasn't that far off.
Yeah. No, you weren't that far off. Yeah, so you managed to hide in the shadows. And this guy pees all over the place. And you're fairly glad that he looks quite drunk, because otherwise he might notice the fact that there's blood all over the place.
Yeah.
As it is, it's quite dark. He's drunk and he's busy peeing. So
I'm guessing I had the unfortunate fact of finding the one not drunk Shadow Lord to fight. Wait.
No, they were roughly 50-50 on how drunk they were.
I'm not sure he wasn't drunk, seeing how many times he missed me.
To be fair, he was kind of more in the middle.
we call that dice drunk.
Yeah, so he was a little bit tipsy, as in has had a few, but more human amounts than Garu amounts, so he's mostly okay.
Yeah. I hear
This guy is managing to wobble on his path back, despite the fact that he's a Garu. So you can be fairly impressed at how much he's probably drunk. But you do notice as he walks back off that he has managed to end up with a big smear of blood down his back, where it's kind of dripped, because you went for the throat, so the blood went everywhere, and some of it ended up on the trees, and it's dripped on his back. So you probably need to be quick before somebody notices it, and wonders where it came from.
So I am going to be a lot more careful and watching for a kinfolk.
Haha. And you do notice a kinfolk that's not actually going to the toilet in the trees, but they have moved off to sit to one side. They've sat down kind of near the trees, about 2 meters away from the tree line.
Okay, so I'm going to use a check here. I'm going to use a Silent Strider gift. Bet you didn't guess. You didn't think I'd be saying that now, would you? The one that I bought at the last downtime that Matthieus was involved in.
Okay.
Silence. I'm going to come up. I'm using silence. I'm going to stealthily approach again. This time I have 17 stealth dice. Again with the body.
So you're taking the body with you?
Yeah,
That's a success.
Yeah, I think the kinfolk is going to notice you more from the body than from you, because it's trying to carry a body is not easy, even in Krino's form for a bat.
Okay. Well.
And you manage to knock the body against a tree branch.
Okay.
And he looks around.
All I need is him to see the body and scream.
Which is exactly what he does, which of course gains the attention of the rest of the Shadow Lord Sept.
Yeah, that could be a bit of a problem. But I'm one fast mofo, and if I can get them to come to me, and near the I don't want to do that.
He screams. All the Shadow Lords look at you, and they are charging. Strangely enough.
And I am running.
Yeah.
Actually, I am flying.
Yeah.
And I am flying high in the air.
Okay. I am going to need a Dex Athletics from you.
Okay.
Because you've got quite close to some of them. So if you want to escape very quickly, Dex Athletics.
Yeah, I'm spending willpower on this for an auto success. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 successes enough?
Yep.
And as I'm going up, I am also going to roll my gnosis. Check what my gnosis rating is. That's what I thought. Yeah, that's activation of Nyx's Bangle, which now gives me 20 stealth dice, and I am attempting to go stealthy ass.
Well, you're currently flying, so you're fairly likely to get away at this point.
Yeah, but I don't want them to
fly.
Yeah, but I also don't want them to see which direction I'm going in either.
Yes, it's true.
Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11, but the tens count as twos. So 12 successes.
Cool.
Yeah, 12 successes on my stealth.
Okay. You managed to get away, as far as you're aware anyway. It's all clear.
And I am not immediately going back to the ruins. I am going to fly around a bit. In case I'm keeping an eye out for any followers, because I don't want to lead a sept full of Shadow Lords to the Crocodile. No matter how much I think the Crocodile can probably take care of itself, a full sept load of them might be a little difficult.
So yeah, you fly around a bit, and then presumably eventually you go back to the ruins. So is there anything else you plan to do?
No, I would definitely, but I'd almost say I'd give it a day of being elsewhere before I head back.
That's fair enough.
And I'm sure in some small way in the back of the head of the spirit, he'd be thankful that I didn't lead an entire sept of a guru to his front doorstep. Mm-hmm. Or at least attempted not to do so.
Yep.
And at the very least, the more distraction flying I do, the possibility, the fewer the number that if they're following me, the fewer that would be able to track back, and at least give them a chance to vacate if they do show up. So there's a lot of logic to what I'm doing.
Yep.
And then I'd head back.
And strangely enough, you're able to find Iwai pretty much where he was before.
He would step to the bank again and kneel down at the water's edge.
If anything, Iwai seems larger than he was last time.
Okay.
And he was pretty darn large to begin with. He reached the point where you could probably stand inside his mouth in homid form.
Ooh, that's a big croc.
Yep. But he's going to make his way up towards you in the shallows. You have returned.
I have. And I've done what you asked.
Then you should take the first of the 5 tokens to place in the snakeskin bag for Tulu.
Thank you.
And he'll open his mouth ridiculously wide. And one of his back teeth looks not quite the same color as the others. He's just standing there with his mouth wide open.
Would step up and take it.
Right, I'm going to need a courage roll from you.
What is that?
Oh yeah, werewolves don't need that courage. Make it a willpower roll, difficulty 8.
Ooh.
It is he can basically, just to reach his back, you have to lean forward and put your head in his mouth to reach to this back tooth.
Yeah, I'm spending a willpower on this.
Yeah.
2 successes!
Yeah. You reach in, and it takes a bit of tugging, but you pull out this tooth, and it looks like a tooth in your hand momentarily, and then it kind of shifts slightly, and you're holding what definitely looks a lot like a fang dagger.
Okay.
And on its hilt is a large white stone that it's a full white stone. It does remind you very slightly of the full moon.
Okay.
But in order to be entirely sure whether that's just the fact that it's a white stone or not, you'll probably have to wait and compare it with other things. But it does mildly remind you of the full moon.
The what?
The full moon. It does mildly remind you of the full moon.
Oh.
To be entirely sure if that's what it's supposed to represent, you'll have to wait and see what the other talismans that you're given are like. But it does seem
not overly surprised that this would be the Arun challenge. He does actually have Guru lore.
And just as you pull back with this fang dagger, his mouth snaps shut. You can literally feel the air of the snapping against your face.
Yep. But I'd also realize that if he actually wanted to harm me, he would have already.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
tell Tulu that I've done as he asked. And then he's just going to crawl back into the water and disappear somewhere.
As he withdraws, Matthieus would say, in the future, if you need something from me, you need just ask. And I will be here.
Kind of glances back, but doesn't actually say anything, and keeps crawling into the water.
And Matthieus is like, hey, in mortal terms, it'd be Matthieus going, oh, you won, dude.
Yep. Yep. And probably being very thankful that he didn't quite wet his pants.
Yep. Well, there's a reason he was wearing brown pants.
So,
camouflage.
Yeah, the second that the tip of his tail disappears into the water, you can hear Bat shouting at you, "Come away from there!"
He's just kind of mesmerized by the fang dagger. It's like, nice. He tucks it away in his belt and turns and walks away.
And with that first challenge complete, there the scene will end.